Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, hello. We can hear you, David. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you, man. It's not every day we get one of the most popular streamers on the platform together, just for a casual one-to-one.
I wouldn't say most popular streamer.
Oh, seriously, man, don't kid yourself. You're killing it in the numbers. If I could just have Jacob here, pull it up. 200,000 new followers just last month, 10,000 subs total.
Yeah, no, I know. It's crazy. I can hardly believe it either. It's been so fast, I haven't even had time to move out this rinky-dink place I live in.
Well, hopefully some of these 900,000 followers of yours are tuning in now, because it's about to get real. What we do on this show is put you, our guest, in the hot seat, revealing questions, deep convos, no stone left unturned. And if you get through it all, we have a special surprise for all our guests at the end.
Oh, okay.
Let's just jump into it with our first viewer requested question. We're pulling it up right now. Hold on. Kyle999, with a donation of $50, thank you, Kyle, asks, what made you want to do streaming as a job?
Oh, well, it wasn't my first choice, I can tell you that. It was actually because of a variety of factors. Yeah, I've been getting warnings from Twitch sometimes about the viewer requests. It's hard to control.
It's scary out there, you're right.
Yeah, it really is.
Speaking of scary, there's this one thing we ask all of our guests, but we're running out of time, so you don't have to do it. It's really...
No, have at it. Ask away.
Okay. You got any scary childhood stories, or have you ever had any ghost encounters? We ask this, of course, because many of our guests on the show actually have had some really awesome stories to share.
Childhood stories?
Yeah, man. You got any particularly, spooky ones you can share?
Uh, um,
Take your time.
I guess there was this one thing I used to do as a kid. I didn't really think it was odd or scary at the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna think I'm bullshitting you.
No. There's no judgment here.
No judgment.
I'm sure we've heard crazier, man. Samurai was on the show the other day and convinced he'd been abducted by aliens one time.
Well, that's Samurai. He's a goddamn nutcase. Did you see that one clip where he punched a hole in his monitor? Hello?
Your story. You were about to tell it?
Right. Growing up, when I lived in PA, I lived next to these massive woods. I mean, like, state park size. You could get lost in there easily on some Blair Witch shit.
Yeah?
I mentioned this earlier in the podcast, but growing up, I didn't really have many friends. No siblings, no nothing. I had these huge woods by my house, and no one to explore them with. That is, until one day, I was playing in my backyard, and this man comes out of the woods. He was wearing a mask. It had this giant smile on it. He was wearing something I can't even remember, like a raincoat. He would do this thing. Everywhere he went, he had this signature whistle where you knew he was there. I should have been scared. Looking back on it now, I would have absolutely shit myself, but I don't know what it was with little 8-year-old me's brain, but I trusted him. I followed him into the woods, deeper than I had ever gone before. He didn't do anything to me, we just walked. And when it got dark and I wanted to go home, he let me go. He kept coming back. And I kept going with him. I guess I just accepted it for what it was. I never figured out where he lived, where he came from, what his name was. Figured he just came from the forest. When my parents asked, I said I was with friends. It was like they couldn't even see him. The man with the smiley mask. Then, one day, he stopped coming by. I hadn't done anything, he just stopped showing up. I thought I was done with him. All these years later, I guess I realized the danger I was in as a kid, right?
Right. Of course.
I got scared of ever seeing this guy again. Just wait, the story gets stranger. I don't know how to explain this, but I heard the whistle again. Almost 10 years later, I was at college in Colorado. I was walking home by a wooded area, but I heard it. Clear as day. The same whistle. I didn't need to hear any more. I went back to my dorm room, I locked the doors, and by the next week I was flying out of Colorado. Back home. I dropped my major, I dropped all my plans. That's when I started streaming, actually. Look, I guess if there's one thing to take away from this, if I ever saw that guy again, I'd piss myself. Seriously. Hello? Guys, I know I talked for a while, but...
What did the whistle sound like?
Oh, it was just this.
Well, I suppose you could have seen this one coming and all, but I told you we had a surprise for you, so surprise! David? Go on. It's been a while. Say hello.